All right, so first pose, feet are going to be together, hands are going to come here, and we're just going to reach up to the ceiling, but we have to wait for the beeper because I want to stay on track with our time.
Rest.
All right, 15 seconds. So when we're together, abs are in nice and tight, squeezing our legs together, abs in. And remember, nice deep breaths. All right, hands to heart center. And just straight up to the ceiling.
Exercise.
Deep breath. Just working on balance here. And release. Next one is called big toe pose. So we're going to reach forward, nice deep breath. Exhale, and we're going to reach down for our toes. So if you can't reach your toes here, take a deep breath, slide your hands up your legs, exhale, and just reach further for those toes. Just repeat this process. So deep breath, and just reach for your toes. Stretching out our hamstrings. And once you're able to reach your toes, just hold your fingers there by your toes. Stretching out your hamstrings. Deep breath. Good, and take it up nice and slow.
Rest.
Deep breath. All right, next pose is called good morning. Hands are going to be behind our head. We're hinging forward. Abs are in nice and tight, and then we're squeezing our glutes to lift ourselves back up. All right, feet wide, hands on your head. Exhale down. And squeeze those glutes. Bring yourself up. Nice and slow. You're hinging about halfway. Don't go any further than halfway. Squeeze up. Good. Last one, bring it up nice and slow. Next one is called windmill. Arms are going to be out to the side. We're going to reach for our toes. We're staying low, other arm, and then reach for that other toe. So we're not coming up, we're just staying low. All right, here we go. Take it down and reach for that toe. And other side. Abs are in nice and tight here. We're breathing. Take a little pause when you're down there, when you're touching that toe. Take your time, nice and slow. Good, and bring it up nice and slow. Roll it up. All right, next one, feet are wide. We're hinging forward, hands are just going to be on right on our thighs here, so it looks like this from the side. Flat back. Deep breath. All right, take it down and hold.
Exercise.
So we're stretching out our low back here. Deep breath. We're just sitting back. Deep breath. release, roll it on up. All right, feet are together. This next one is called ragdoll. We're gonna hinge forward. Our hands are just gonna hang here for a minute. Then we're gonna do a little elbow swing, and then we're gonna circle our hands, okay? All right, hinge it forward.
Exercise.
Shake out your arms, nice and loose. Abs in nice and tight. Grab a hold of those elbows, swing back and forth. Nice and slow. And then release your hands, little circles. This is a real good exercise for your rotator cuffs, circling your hands like this. And then reverse it other way. Good, and bring it up nice and slow.
Rest.
Deep breath. All right, feet together. Palms face forward, shoulders back. This one's called mountain. We're just standing nice and tall here. Feet together, shoulders back, abs in nice and tight.
Exercise.
Nice deep breaths. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Toes are touching. Another little balance challenge here. Nice and tall. Deep breaths. Good, and release. All right, we're going to move on to tree pose next. So you're going to take that right foot. You can put it wherever you feel comfortable. Right here, here, or even up here. And hands are going to be right here. All right, deep breath, abs in. All right, bring that leg over.
Exercise.
Wherever you want to put it. Wherever you're comfortable. Hands to the center, heart center. Deep breath. If you want to take this a little further, you can reach up nice and slow, up towards the ceiling. Abs in. Breathe. Good, nice and slow. Release that foot.
Rest.
All right, we're going to go to the other side. It's okay if you lose your balance, just get right back at it. All right, bring that other foot up. Find your spot. Hands to heart center.
Exercise.
Deep breath. Squeezing that glute muscle. And if you want to take it further, reach those hands up to the ceiling. And release nice and slow. Good. All right, we're going to come down to the floor. This one's called a side lean. You can just cross your feet in front of you. One hand is going to be out to the side. We're just going to reach over and stretch out our oblique muscles, our back muscles. All right, just reach over.
Exercise.
Your arm can bend wherever you feel comfortable. Just reach, stretch. Deep breath. On the exhale, just try to stretch it a little bit further. Deep breath. Good, and release. Nice and slow.
Rest.
Deep breath here. We're going to do the other side. Deep breath. So wherever your feet feel comfortable, if they feel better, however you want to have them. All right, hand at the side here. Get ready to reach up and over. Deep breath.
Exercise.
And reach. Deep breath, and on that exhale, try to reach it a little bit further. We're going to put our hands right here on our knees. This is called round and release. Right here on our knees, we're just going to round our back and bring it up nice and tall. Okay, shoulder blades touching here, squeeze them. Release it, lean it forward. Exhale as you come back up. Inhale down. Round that back, nice and slow. And release.
Rest.
Next one, we're going to start from the center here. It's called seated twist. We're going to bring our hands up to the ceiling, then one in front, one behind, and look over that shoulder. And I'm going to tell you to switch every 5 seconds. All right, hands up to the ceiling.
Exercise.
Now look over that shoulder and hold. And back up to the center and to the other side. And back up to center. Nice deep breath. Exhale, reach. Look back over that shoulder. And back up, reach. Other side. Deep breath. Back up to center. And reach. Good, and back to center. All right, next one. Feet are out straight in front. We're going to take a deep breath, reach towards our ankles on the exhale. Our goal is to end up getting to our toes. So nice and tall here, shoulders back, deep breath. Exhale and reach for your ankles. And you're just going to repeat that process until you may be able to get to your toes. If you can get to your toes, you're going to hold on to your toes and hold that pose for the remainder until the beeper goes off. Exhale. Getting a real good stretch on our hamstrings here. Deep breath. Pull on those toes if you can. Good, and release. All right, we're going to come to the floor, so lay down. We're going to bring our knees to our chest. And we're going to roll back and forth on our hips. So grab those knees, bring them into your chest, heads on the floor, and just roll back and forth. Deep breath. release. Next is happy
Rest.
baby. Our feet are going to come up to the ceiling. We're going to grab the balls of our feet and we're going to bring our knees into our chest. So our feet are out wide, wider than our hips, and just pull them down and nice deep breaths. You can roll back and forth on your
Exercise.
hips, or you can just hold the pose right here. Stretching our inner thighs and our hips. Deep breath. And release. All right, our arms are going to come out to the side here like a T. Arms are out wide. Bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle. We're going to let them fall over to the left-hand side. And our gaze, we're going to look back over our right shoulder.
Exercise.
So legs have fallen over to the left-hand side. And we're looking over our right shoulder towards our right hand. Deep breath. It's okay if your legs don't hit the floor, just take them as far as they'll go. Deep breath. And release. Bring your knees back up to center here.
Rest.
You can put your feet on the floor. Take a little break here. Nice deep breaths. All right, legs up, 90-degree angle. Let them fall over to the right-hand side. And you're going to look over your left shoulder towards your left hand.
Exercise.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Look towards that hand. Good. Back up to center and
Rest.
release. Next one is called butterfly. We're going to bring our legs up. Our arms are going to go in between our legs here, and then our hands are going to go right on the outside of our ankles. So we look like a little butterfly. So hands between those legs, grab a hold of your
Exercise.
ankles, and just pull your legs in. So your elbows should be on your upper thigh here. And bring those towards your chest, towards your body. Deep breath. You can bring your feet together, touch your toes, or you can leave them out a little bit wider. Deep breath. Keep that low back pressed into the floor. Good, and release. All right, we're going to come over onto our stomachs. We're going to do a low back stretch. So we're on our forearms here. We're keeping our chest lifted. Deep breath.
Exercise.
Keep that chest lifted. Your gaze is in front, forward. Don't let yourself sink down into this. Keep that chest lifted, nice and strong, stretching out our abs and our low back. Deep breath. Good, release. We're going to press back into
Rest.
child's pose, so put your toes together. Your knees can be touching or they can be out a little bit wider, wherever you feel comfortable, and just sit back into those feet. So your feet are down nice and flat, you're not on your toes.
Exercise.
Just sit back, take a deep breath, reach those arms forward. Deep breath. Good, and release. We're going to come up onto all fours now. We're going to do the cat and the cow. So we're going to sink our belly down, gazes forward, and we're going to exhale and arch our back up towards the ceiling.
Exercise.
And deep breath. Exhale as you arch up. Nice and slow. Good, release. We're going to sit it back into
Rest.
child's pose again. This time walk your hands forward a little bit further. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, press back. And just try to reach those arms out as far as you can. We're getting a really great stretch in our lat muscles and our back. Toes are touching. Just sitting back. Deep breath. Great. Push it back up into all fours here.
Rest.
So make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders. We're going to take our right foot, point that toe. We're going to bring it back over our left leg. And our gaze, we're going to look over our left shoulder and back towards that toe.
Exercise.
So right toe is pointed. You're taking it over that left leg. And your gaze is back at that toe. You can take this stretch a little bit further by dropping your hip down, or you can just keep it on all fours. Deep breath. Good, and release. All right, we're going to bring that right foot
Rest.
up in between our hands. Make sure your ankle is in line with your knee on your fingertips here, and just stretch it forward. Your gaze is forward. Lift that chest. Deep breath.
Exercise.
If you want to take this one a little further on your knee, you can also come up into a lunge right here, and you can even take your arms back further. Up to you, wherever you want to go here. Drop that hip. Deep breath. And release. All right, back onto all fours here. We're going to take that left foot, point your toe, take it back over your right leg, and your gaze is going to be towards that toe. Make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, and just look back at that toe. Deep breath.
Exercise.
Abs are pulled in nice and tight here. Deep breath. Deep breath. And release. All right, we're going to bring that left foot up in between our hands, ankle in line with your knee, on your fingertips, take it forward, keep your chest lifted. Check in to make sure that ankle's in line with your knee.
Exercise.
Deep breath. Good, release. Take that foot back.
Rest.
We're going to curl our toes under and we're going to bring it up into down dog next. Curl those toes under and up we go. And I just want you to paddle those feet back and forth like you're walking. You can also stay on your toes and then press your heels towards the floor. You can stay on your toes. Stretching out our ankles, our calves, our toes. Abs are in nice and tight here. We're breathing. And we're going to drop our knees to the floor.
Rest.
We're going to take this into a modified plank. Bring your hips forward. Deep breath.
Exercise.
Pull in those abs. Squeeze your glutes. And release. We're going to push back into frog.
Rest.
So your feet are going to come out wide, your knees are going to come wide, and you're going to sit back into your heels. So your feet are wide, your knees are wide, and just sit back. Deep breath.
Exercise.
Good stretch for our inner thighs here. If you can't sit back all the way, just get back as far as you can. Deep breath. and release. We're going to flip over onto our backs. This is our last stretch corpse pose. I'm going to turn off the beeper so we don't have that noise. I want you to relax. Lay on your back.
Workout reset.
Release your hands and your feet. Let everything just relax. I want you to focus on your breathing. So we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Hands are relaxed, feet are relaxed, your body is nice and relaxed for 5 minutes. There's no thinking. You're not allowed to think about anything other than your breathing. All right, let's start. Deep breath. Again, start bringing yourself back to reality. A nice deep breath. I want you to count to 5 when you breathe in. Fill up that belly with air. And on the exhale, out to 7. And just repeat that process. Deep breath, count to 5. Exhale, 7. Get all that air out of your belly. And last time, the biggest deep breath. Fill up your belly with air. Count to 5. And exhale, count to 7. Now bring your hands together and bring them to heart center. Deep breath. And namaste. We are finished. Bring yourselves back. And we are finished. Yay, good job.